BYD contributes to climate solutions through a green and sustainable ecosystem.
Wow! It seems like BYD announced new solid-state batteries with just 10-minute charging. Remember when charging an EV meant planning your entire day around a plug? That era might be over, thanks to BYD. It wasn't that long ago when owning an electric car meant patience. Charging could take hours, even with high-speed stations. Long road trips felt like a logistical puzzle. Many potential buyers, while intrigued by the environmental and performance benefits of EVs, hesitated. Why? Charging time, the silent deal-breaker. But in 2025, that hesitation might finally vanish. BYD, China's electric juggernaut, just dropped a bombshell that could change the EV game forever. The company has officially announced a new generation of solid-state batteries that can fully charge in about 10 minutes. Not just a concept, not just a lab test. Real tech heading for real roads. If you've ever stood next to a gas pump wishing EVs could match that speed, this story is for you. What's the big deal with BYD's solid-state batteries? To appreciate what BYD just did, we need to understand how revolutionary solid-state batteries are. Unlike today's standard lithium-ion batteries, which use a liquid electrolyte, solid-state batteries replace that liquid with a solid material. Sounds simple? It's anything but. It's been the holy grail of battery engineering for decades, offering benefits in speed, safety, and energy storage that were once considered out of reach. And now, BYD claims they've cracked it. 1. Lightning-fast charging. 10 minutes to full. Let's start with the headline grabber. A full charge in about 10 minutes. That's not a typo. Most EVs today, even the best ones, take 20 to 30 minutes to reach 80% at a fast charger. But BYD says their new solid-state tech can bring you from empty to full in the time it takes to buy a coffee and scroll your feed. That makes EV charging as fast as gas refueling, eliminating the last big excuse to stick with combustion engines. Imagine pulling into a station, plugging in, grabbing a snack, and leaving with a full charge before your chips are gone.
Before we get to that, I need your help. I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and help me out.
2. More power in less space. BYD's solid-state batteries also bring higher energy density, meaning they can pack more punch in the same physical space. This doesn't just mean more range. It also means lighter vehicles, more interior room, and potentially lower costs down the line. By eliminating the bulky liquid components, these batteries open up new possibilities for compact designs and performance breakthroughs. 3. Safety without sacrifice. If you've followed the EV space, you've heard the horror stories. Battery fires, overheating, recalls. Solid-state batteries flip the script. Without flammable liquid electrolytes, the risk of thermal runaway and fire drops dramatically. That makes them safer in collisions, easier to maintain, and more stable across extreme temperatures. In an industry where safety headlines can tank reputations overnight, this is a game changer. 4. Timeline to real-world use, 2027 and beyond. BYD isn't making vague promises. They've stated that demonstration use will begin by 2027, with mass production scaling up after that. That gives the company a head start over rivals like Tesla and Toyota, who are also racing towards solid-state solutions but haven't revealed firm rollout dates. What this means for the future of EVs. This isn't just about battery chemistry, it's about changing the way people experience electric mobility. Until now, EV ownership meant changing habits, planning routes around chargers, waiting, worrying. But with a 10-minute charge, BYD's tech brings the experience back to what people know and love: quick, convenient, spontaneous driving. This could unlock mass adoption among everyday drivers, fleet operators, and even long-haul truckers who can't afford long downtimes. Beating the competition to the finish line. Tesla's superchargers are currently among the best, delivering up to 500 kilowatts under optimal conditions. But BYD's new megawatt-capable charging system blows past that benchmark. With its Super E platform, BYD is claiming up to 1,000 kilowatts of power delivery, allowing select models to gain up to 470 kilometers, 290 miles, of range in just 5 minutes. Let that sink in. That's nearly a full tank's worth of energy in less time than a restroom break. BYD isn't just innovating in a vacuum. They're expanding globally, from Europe to South America, and even eyeing US markets. In countries where charging infrastructure is still developing, this breakthrough means fewer chargers are needed, because cars spend less time plugged in. That's a massive win for urban planning, utility grids, and consumer convenience. Solid-state batteries aren't just for vehicles. BYD's breakthrough could ripple across tech, aviation, and renewable energy storage. Smartphones that charge in 1 minute, drones that fly longer and recharge faster, grid batteries that last decades without risk of fire. The domino effect of this innovation could reshape the entire battery ecosystem, not just the roads.
Before we get to that, I need your help. I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and help me out.
What experts and engineers are saying. This is more than just a step forward. It's a leap. If BYD delivers on this, we're looking at a complete rethink of what's possible with EVs. Autotech Review. BYD's entry into solid-state mass production would make it the global leader ahead of Tesla and Toyota. The race is heating up. Electrification weekly. We've talked about fast charging for years. Now we might finally get it. And it's coming from BYD, not Silicon Valley. Battery Futures Podcast. What this means for you. If you're an EV buyer, this news affects your next car decision. If you're a tech investor, this signals a shift in battery leadership. If you're someone who values innovation, efficiency, and practical progress, BYD's breakthrough is your wake-up call. And if you've been holding out on an EV because of charging time, your excuse just got vaporized. BYD CEO's bombshell. This new engine will shake the entire EV industry. but it's not an engine at all. For years, skeptics have asked, why would I ditch gas for an EV when I still have to wait forever to charge? It's a fair question. Even with today's fastest chargers, you're often waiting 30 to 60 minutes for a meaningful refill, if you're lucky enough to find a charger that works and isn't already taken. Now, BYD, the world's largest EV manufacturer by volume, is promising to eliminate that pain. How? Not through a faster engine, but through a battery breakthrough so powerful, so fast, and so safe, it's being called the quantum leap of electric propulsion. The industry isn't just watching, it's bracing. Let's lay it out. Problem number 1, slow charging. Problem number 2, fire risks due to flammable liquid electrolytes. Problem number 3, limited range without massive battery packs. Problem number 4, EV performance fades over time and under harsh climates. BYD's solid-state battery addresses all 4. These batteries use solid electrolytes instead of liquid ones. That's huge. Why? Because solid electrolytes are non-flammable, lighter, more stable under extreme temperatures, capable of holding more energy in less space. And yes, most exciting of all, they allow for full charging in approximately 10 minutes. That's not hype. That's the future. And it's coming from the same company that has already overtaken Tesla in global EV sales. BYD's plan, from lab to roads and eventually to you. This isn't just vaporware. BYD has announced a clear timeline. 2027, solid-state batteries debut in demonstration vehicles. 2030 plus, full-scale commercial adoption begins. In tech years, that's right around the corner. And BYD isn't just a dreamer, they're a doer. They've already mass-produced Blade batteries. They're expanding into Europe, Southeast Asia, and South America. And now, they're preparing the next evolution. BYD overall reviews, and why many like them. Why are people falling in love with BYD? Consumers love BYD, and it's not hard to see why. It's not just about owning an electric vehicle anymore. It's about owning a high-quality, feature-rich, environmentally friendly car without breaking the bank. And BYD has mastered this formula. Here's what people are raving about. Value for money. A luxury experience without the luxury price tag. One of the most consistent messages across user reviews and automotive expert analyses is how much bang you get for your buck. Vehicles like the BYD Seal deliver performance, comfort, and tech that rival cars twice the price. Want leather seats, a panoramic glass roof, adaptive cruise control, voice-controlled navigation, and a 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen display? BYD delivers all of it in cars priced well below similar offerings from Western automakers. In markets like India, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia, this has been a game changer. In Europe and Australia, drivers are calling models like the Seal and Dolphin serious contenders to the Tesla Model 3 and Hyundai Ioniq 5. And all of this comes with a warranty and service plan that builds consumer trust. Technology and innovation. BYD's secret weapon. From its inception, BYD has owned the entire vertical supply chain. Unlike rivals who rely on third-party suppliers, BYD makes its own batteries, like the revolutionary Blade battery, semiconductors, and electric drivetrains. This gives it a major edge in price, production speed, and innovation. The company is at the forefront of solid-state battery research and has introduced LFP, lithium iron phosphate, Blade batteries, which are not only safer, resistant to puncture and fire, but also last longer and cost less. Their energy density is impressive, and when paired with BYD's proprietary software, they allow for lightning-fast charging speeds, as seen with the Seal's 10 to 80% charge in about 30 minutes on a 150 kilowatt charger. Performance and handling. Fun behind the wheel. Driving a BYD doesn't feel like a compromise. In fact, many reviewers describe the driving experience as surprisingly refined. The BYD Seal, for instance, features dual-motor, all-wheel drive, delivering up to 530 horsepower and 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just under 4 seconds. On winding roads or city drives, the car remains composed, responsive, and nimble, a rare combination at its price point. The electric powertrain is silent, but punchy. There's instant torque, a trait EV drivers love, but also a well-tuned suspension system that soaks up bumps and corners confidently. BYD has even developed its own vehicle stability management (VSM) system that improves traction, making the car feel planted during spirited driving or in bad weather. Range and charging. No more range anxiety. One of the biggest concerns for EV buyers remains range and charging convenience. BYD has addressed both. The BYD Seal's 570-kilometer, 354-mile range means you can drive longer between charges, rivaling and even surpassing some Teslas. Even smaller models like the BYD Dolphin and Atto 3 offer highly competitive range and battery efficiency. Charging speeds are also fast, up to 150 kilowatt DC fast charging, with a 10 to 80% top-up in 26 to 37 minutes, depending on the model. And with BYD expanding its charging partnerships worldwide, including home solutions and public station networks, the experience is becoming even more seamless. Real-world testimonials. What actual owners say. These aren't just bullet points from a brochure. Real people are living this experience. It's really a luxurious experience. Feels amazing. Every feature is useful and designed with the user in mind. Prajapati Manish, BYD Seal owner. The mileage is fantastic. Fast charging works just as promised. BYD is offering real value. Anmol Bhardwaj, verified buyer. User satisfaction ratings across platforms like CarDeco, CarWow, and YouTube are consistently 4.5 stars or higher, a strong endorsement from daily drivers. Who's driving BYD? From tech-savvy urbanites in Berlin and Sydney to sustainability-conscious families in India and Dubai, BYD's customer base is diverse but united by shared values: affordability, innovation, and eco-consciousness. Younger drivers are attracted to the brand's tech and styling, while seasoned car owners appreciate the comfort, quiet ride, and low cost of ownership. In developing markets, BYD's low maintenance and high efficiency are major selling points, especially where fuel costs are high or EV incentives are strong. Sustainability, built into the brand DNA. BYD didn't pivot to electric, it was built electric. Unlike legacy automakers trying to retrofit their factories and marketing around EVs, BYD's entire identity revolves around green innovation. The company has aggressively reduced emissions in its production process, uses recyclable materials, and promotes a clean energy ecosystem beyond cars, including electric buses, solar panels, and energy storage systems for eco-conscious consumers. This matters. Driving a BYD is about more than convenience. It's a statement. The world is moving electric. Governments are banning combustion engine sales. Charging stations are multiplying. People want greener choices. And in this historic shift, BYD isn't just riding the wave, it's building the ship. With every model, every innovation, and every delighted customer, BYD is proving it belongs not just among the greats, but at the forefront. If you're thinking about your next car and want luxury, performance, tech, and savings, there's a very good chance you'll build your dreams too. Would you like a visual infographic version of this summary for presentation or social media use?